What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. You might be confused today with the series that you're watching because although this is The Road to Glory, it's just drafts today. We've got two drafts in here. One draft we built and we lost in the first round. One draft we built and we won. So enjoy the drafts, enjoy the gameplay. I'm basically just trying to draft as much as I can during any downtime that I have so that we can get some more packs. Even if they're just 5k packs or 7.5k packs, you know, we might as well turn coins into packs and just give it a shot one way or another. Now, we got a lot of comments from yesterday's video. I was going to do like some Rivals gameplay and stuff like that, or a live game, but I've done so much live stuff recently that I wanted to address and take on some comments from previous videos. Of course, I am still a little under the weather, so that's why I look like this. That's why I look like this and sound like this. First comment is from Fanak. Says, for the Ballack SBC, you should complete Rui Costa, who currently costs around 550k to complete from scratch, and would stack your club up with even more packs, and you could just dump him into the SBC, allowing you to keep Makalele until you can afford more Team of the Years. And yeah, I have considered that. I have basically three options. Option number one is do exactly that. Complete like Rui Costa or Sol Campbell. Dump those into, or dump Rui Costa or Campbell into the Ballack SBC. And then compete Ballack SBC. Now, the Ballack SBC, I think we figured out will cost me about 500 to 600,000 coins if I used Makalele. Obviously, if I then use Rui Costa, yes, I'll get some packs back and maybe I'll pack something amazing out of those or whatnot. But it's going to cost me like another 500,000 coins. So it's actually going to wipe out about 1 million coins then to allow me to be able to keep Makalele. On the plus side of that, having Makalele and Ballack as my two CDMs for any number of time could be amazing. Although it will then limit what I can do with my attack again, because in my mind, Luka Modric is going to be one of my CDMs. You know, his Team of the Year from last year as a secondary CDM. You know, obviously we're going to be running either Ballack or Makalele or Gulavogui as one of our players. And when I look at Modric's card from last year, as a secondary CDM, it just works really well. And the reason why it works really well is because he has high work rates first and foremost, but he gets just a ridiculously good defensive boost. He's got insane dribbling, insane passing. His strength isn't exactly ideal, but once you apply that Shadow Chem style to him from last year's Team of the Year, which was a 96 rated, he goes to a 96 rated CDM with a Shadow. I'm sure if you put something like a Backbone or something on him, you could probably get him up to a 97 CDM one way or another. But bottom line is, 96 or so rated CDM for Luka Modric, he becomes amazing. This year, he is going to get probably a 99 rated card. I hope he gets a 99 rated card. If not, it will be a 98 or a 97. So his stats will be even better than last year, meaning that he's an even better CDM. With those high work rates, with the 4-star, with all the Team of the Year stats that come along with that, I just personally feel like Modric plus Icon is where I want to go. Now, another benefit to doing Rui Costa to do Michael Ballack would be that I would then have Ballack and Makalele to put into Vieira when he comes out, because he will most likely require 2 or maybe even 3 icons. So we can use Ballack from now until then, alongside Modric, and just have Kante on the bench. You know, okay, it'll be a big icon to have on the bench for the future. But like I say, the downside to that is it costs me 1 million coins. Yes, we get a whole bunch more packs, but if we do Ballack and not and dump Makalele, we'll have Ballack and Modric as our two CDMs, which will be really good for having 4-stars in there. But the downside to that is, I feel like personally, and I have used Ballack a bit, but I feel like personally, Ballack is not necessarily an end game CDM, and he's actually someone who I would probably prefer to have next to a Vieira or a Makalele or a Team of the Year Kante or something, rather than having as a primary CDM. And if we apply a Shadow to him, he only becomes a 90 rated CDM. A Backbone gets him up to a 91, Guardian gets him up to a 92. As you guys know, though, pace is super important. He has got quite low agility and balance, and although he is 6'2", I'm looking at this Ballack SBC more and more and more and thinking to myself, is this the one that I want to use? I don't know. And so in that sense, we could potentially, I feel like, and talk to me in the comment section if you agree or disagree, I feel like the best course of action is either not doing Ballack at all and just running Makelele and Modric in at CDM, or not getting rid of Makelele for Ballack, because Makelele obviously is a sensational CDM in terms of rating per position, and basically keeping Makelele, getting Modric, and not doing Ballack. So Makelele goes up to a 92, 93, 94 with a backbone. So yeah, 94 rated CDM for Makelele with a backbone. And he's good. His low-high work rates are good. He's only 5'9", which is a little bit of an issue. But generally speaking, Makelele is a really, really, really good CDM. We played with him for a lot of games. We got a lot of other players that we can play alongside him. You know, like recently I've actually been playing Guilavogui alongside him, the 84 rated, and I really like him. I think he's great. When you look at what you can get out of him, you can get Guilavogui up to a 90 rated CDM and Michael Ballack up to a 90 rated CDM. And I'm not saying for 1 second that Guilavogui is as good as Michael Ballack, right? But what he has, obviously Ballack is 4-star, 4-star. Guilavogui is 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, but he's got medium-high work rates. He's 6'2". He's got better reactions than Ballack. He's got good defensive stats, okay physical stats, good pace, good passing. Like, he's a good stopgap. So I don't know right now. Like I said, I've got 3 options. Option number 1 is complete Rui Costa and put him into Michael Ballack, and then get Ballack into the team and keep Makelele. Option number 2 is use Makelele to get Ballack and save ourselves 500,000 coins by completing Rui Costa, but also don't get the packs of those. And option number 3 is don't do Ballack at all, because I feel like, as I say, I feel like potentially he's better suited as a box-to-box midfielder rather than as an end-game CDM, and aligning him up with Modric probably wouldn't be the best thing for me. So I don't know exactly what to do. As I said, I'll look out for your guys' opinions. There's still 6 days left on this Ballack, so we've still got plenty of time to decide. I think there's 10 days on Rui Costa, so we've got plenty of time, you know. And also, we're going to open our rewards, all of our packs and such. We're going to open those on probably Saturday, which is in about 4 or 5 days. So we're going to have a day or two available when we've opened all of our packs and got loads of extra cards and so on and so forth to decide what we're going to do. So for the time being, I'm not going to make any rash decisions on that one, but I do look forward to looking at your guys' opinions on that. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below. Yoda says, hey Nep, what do you think if I put a wall chem style on my outfield player in draft using the chem style glitch? Will it boost the stats it says on the face card, or will it just boost the outfield player's goalkeeping stats? If the boost would be on the outfield stats, then goalie chem styles could be used as a whole new set of chem styles for outfield players in draft. So we tested this out on the stream the other day, and it boosts the goalkeeper stats. So if you end up with a goalkeeper chem style on one of your outfield players, it will literally boost their goalkeeper stats. And subsequently, if you put a hunter on your goalkeeper, it won't boost his goalkeeping stats at all. It might boost his pace, obviously, but it won't boost his goalkeeping stats at all. So try not to do that, because that won't really be great. Giovanni says, just buy whoever you want. You proved that even without buying anybody from the market, you can still succeed in Ultimate Team. I think you should now just have fun with it and change into a regular Road to Glory, and if it gets boring, you can change back if you like. So there's a lot of comments about, should I change, shouldn't I change, it's getting boring, it's going to be boring. There's just a lot to debate, right? The main thing for me, the main idea behind starting the First Owner Road to Glory came from the fact that I wanted it to be a long-term, harder challenge. And so I didn't anticipate having a team this good. I genuinely thought that Team of the Year wouldn't be a concern for me, because my team wouldn't be in any kind of position where I could be like, holy cow, we can actually buy Team of the Years. You know, doing a pack only, it was supposed to be difficult, and it wasn't. It was ridiculously easy. I packed within the first few weeks of the game Prime Trezeguet. We got Pogba, we got Mbappe, we got Informed Suarez. We got so many great players. Varane, for example, the UCL Bale, the UCL De Bruyne. We got so many of the best players in the game so early on. I wasn't prepared. I was expecting at this stage still to be using like some weird left back and then just like a midfielder that I just hate and didn't want in my team. And I thought to myself, like when I kind of like decided to go into the first owner road to glory, I thought to myself, this series will be such a hard grind all the way through to team of the season, and then at team of the season it will culminate into a massive like session of getting those upgrade packs, getting the league specific packs, and really turning it into an amazing team, whilst also doing some icons along the way to allow me to link players. EA really kind of hurt a part of that process by putting the icons on timers rather than having them there for the whole game. But generally speaking, that doesn't even matter because it was so easy to get the team that I've got. So that was a bit of a change. And on the same token, Loco Legend says, let me say this first. I love your vids and you as a content creator, but it's a little bit sad to see the change just because you want a Team of the Year themed team. It just seems like you didn't prepare enough when you made the decision to make a first owner road to glory, because you had to know from the start of FIFA 19 when making a first owner road to glory that you'll probably not have a Team of the Year card in your club or other players in the sense of big informs like Pogba, Messi, etc. Or is it just not satisfying that you can't have all the cards in your club when you have a first owner road to glory? This is not attacking you as a person or a content creator. I just want to know the thought process of this. What I said is I love your vids and keep up the great work you do. And that's a very fair content, but you are actually right, but for the wrong reason almost. So when you say you can't surely have thought that you had Team of the Year cards in your account, and you can't have had players in the sense of a big inform like Pogba and Messi, and you're right, I didn't expect to have those kind of players. And so because we've got this team that we've got, it just makes me kind of like second guess a lot of things. And what I'm looking at now, and this might be the wrong decision, and as I said to you guys before, I haven't even decided, like, I'm still on the first owner road to glory. I haven't bought and used a player yet, and if I do, it will be after I open my packs on the weekend for Team of the Year. But it wasn't that I wasn't prepared enough for the first owner road to glory. I just think EA have made it far too easy to get really good players without actually having to pack them. What we could have done, or should have done, or maybe will do next year, is say to ourselves that we are literally never allowed to buy anything off the market. That will make the series really difficult long term, because I would never have been able to complete so many of the SBCs. I will have to really be picky and choosy with what SBCs I do to upgrade my squad. I'll have to be picky and choosy with what chem styles I apply and when, what position modifiers I use and how. Like, it would be a much better balance in terms of making it difficult. The fact that we allowed ourselves to buy players for SBCs, I couldn't have possibly known that flashback SBCs were going to be this good and this common. I couldn't have possibly known that we would have got, you know, loads of the other SB, like the UCL upgrades. I couldn't possibly have known that they would have going to be in the game. And then to get the De Bruyne and the Bale and such from those, it just made it all a little bit too easy. So it's not that I wasn't prepared for it. It's just that it genuinely has been ridiculously easy to get a really, really good team without even buying players off the market, you know, by using first owner clubs. Now, what we can do by moving away from a first owner, should we eventually decide to do it, which I'm like 80% going to move away from first owner, 20% going to stay first owner, and it really does depend on what I pack on the weekend. But what we can do is we can still build our first owner squad and see what we can get as the year goes on in terms of having a full first owner squad. We can still look at it at the end of the year and be like, hey, this is a team that I've packed. Look how good this is. Of course, that won't have Hullet in it. And if I do end up staying first owner, I will kind of like I will kind of be like, oh God, I should have kept Hullet. But at the same time, I really, really, really think that I made the right choice in getting rid of Hullet. And once again, one of the main reasons for me wanting to get rid of Hullet is that, well, he's down to 5 million coins now. He's gone down 1 million coins since I sold him. But one of the biggest reasons for me to sell him now was that if/when his SBC comes out, his price will crash hard. And it will just be a massive waste of coins. So let's say I stay first owner. What I have now is I have the coins available to do Hullet again when his SBC comes out. And then I also have coins to do other SBCs, and so it allows me a little bit of a luxury. The last comment on this kind of topic is from Oakley. He says, you've already got 1 mil coins liquid, pack saved, consumables to sell, and Hullet that sells for 6 mil. You can liquidate your club and have around 8 to 9 million. I actually think it'd be more than that. We're already at 7 million, and I've got 1 million coins in centre forwards cam cards. That'll put me up to about 8 million, and I've got almost 1 million coins in tradable informs, screamer cards, etc. So that put me to 9 million. I think I'd be closer to 10 million coins if I liquidated everything. He says you could liquidate your club, have around 8 to 9 million, build an insane tradable team that you enjoy and love to play with, and when you get fed up, you can sell and go again. Would rather see different squads and you enjoying that than keeping the first owner just because you feel you need to. First owner road to glory has been achieved, and I think it's time to move on and build some 6 teams. And so this kind of really just hits home with where I am with this series in general. And my concern isn't whether or not the first owner road to glory was good or bad, or whether the regular road to glory would be good or bad. It's, if I stick with the first owner road to glory, where does the content go from here? If we don't pack a team of the year, or even if we do pack a team of the year, where do we go for the next 2 weeks or 4 weeks? Because after team of the year, it's quite a slow period in FIFA until like FUT birthday, and then team of the season, and a few other we'll get the new like one to watch cards and stuff. But if EA release a whole bunch of like winter ones to watches, my team's, again, it goes back to the point that my team's good enough that none of those will get in my team. But if I packed, let's say I packed a one to watch from the French league, even if it was a good one, let's say, for example, Ben Yedder moved to the French league, moved to PSG, and got a one to watch card, and I end up packing it and it's 88 rated. He still wouldn't get in my team. So, like, in my mind, I sit here and I think, where does the content go from here? With a regular road to glory, we can start building fun teams for the first 5 or 10 games of the weekend league, or alternatively, like what I want to do in my mind, and I wanted to do this on my main account, but I'd happily do it on the road to glory account. Because I'm only playing to gold 3 right now, or maybe not, like this weekend just gone, I ended up playing all 30 games, well, 25 games seriously, and then 5 games of just giving out wins and such. But ultimately, I played the games because I was just having fun playing the game. I was like, I really want to play the game. I was enjoying testing new teams. When I put Farman, Tar, and Guilavogui into the team, I just played about 8 or 10 games just experiencing them. I was just like, this is just fun. Like, I'm trying to learn this new tactic that we're running, trying to switch back into the 4-2-3-1 after not doing so well of it, trying to iron out a few creases, trying to learn a few of the extra skill moves and put them into my game, and basically figure out a better way to be a FIFA player. And it was a lot of fun, and through doing that, I ended up getting through loads of games and got 22 wins this weekend. If I stick with the first owner road to glory, those opportunities will be limited. But if we move away from that, we can build themed squads for 5-game stints. So on Friday, we can build a squad, play 5 games in Weekend League, and that's the video. On the Saturday, we can build a brand new squad, 5 more games, and that's the video. Sunday, a brand new squad, 5 more games, and that's the video. Monday, I could build, I could record them all on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but Monday and Tuesday could also be couple more squad builders, 5 more games each, and it doesn't matter where we finish. If we finish gold 3, we finish gold 3. If we get elite 3, we get elite 3, because the main aim is to build these fun squads, enjoy our time with them, whilst building ourselves towards our biggest, baddest team, so that when we want to, when we feel like we're playing good FIFA, when we feel like our team's in a good spot, we can go and play with our big, bad team for all 30 games and see if we can't get back up to elite 2 or elite 1, or, hey, who knows? Top 100, probably not this early on in the year. But I just feel like in terms of creating content for you guys, I need to move away from the first owner road to glory. Otherwise, we're just going to struggle. We're going to really, really struggle. The next comment from Lewis, it says, I feel like trading in the inform Suarez would be a waste. The SBC doesn't require informs. He has a high rating and an inform that could tick 2 boxes for future SBCs. He actually, the Ballack SBC actually does require an inform, the 88 rated one. And I don't play with that Suarez, so I don't necessarily know why I would keep him. But going all the way back to the start of the video, I don't even know if I'm going to do the Ballack SBC now anyway. So I feel like I need to have like a real good hard think today on what I really want my team to be, what I really want my style to be, what kind of players I want in each position, where I want to go with the team of the year cards, and so on and so forth, and go from there. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We got shafted in the draft rewards once again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.